Bought this at Goodwill for $1.99. Miriam Haskell. It's very rare. You don't usually see them. What's it made of? Jade. I'm Dr. Lori. I'm at the Montgomery County Home and Outdoor Living Show in Conroe, Texas, north of Houston. Let's see what people brought me to appraise. Hi, how are you? Bought this at Goodwill for $1.99. Is there any mark on it that you found? The glasses are on, the glasses are off. There it is. It says David Yurman, 925 DY. Right there. Right in here. Little teeny tiny. So this would like fit on maybe 2 fingers, 3 fingers. I can't get that on this big wrist. That's not happening. But right here, in the tiniest of places, David Yurman, DY, and then it says 925, which is 925 parts per thousand sterling silver. This is gold plated, right? The 2 little gold elements. So you're at Goodwill and you're in the thrift store and everyone says, Dr. Lori, there's nothing good in my thrift store. They take everything and nobody donates anything good and it's all terrible. Ugh, terrible whiners. Anyway, so how much was it at your Goodwill? Because they overlooked this. They missed this. $1.99. $1.99, right? How much do you think it's worth? You know it's worth $600. You know it. David Yurman, New York designer with the mark right on it. I'll tell you what, I don't know if you can get the mark, but the mark is right there. And I'll tell you what, that's unbelievable. $199. But you can't get a bargain. Dr. Lori has inflated values. Inflated values? This is what the guy gets. Beautiful. Miriam Haskell. Looking at like Egyptomania, which is of course after King Tut's tomb is exhumed in 1922. By the 1940s, 50s, 60s, you see a lot of this. It has the mark right here of Miriam Haskell. It's gold plated, right? It's not solid gold. It has the Sphinx on it, of course, and actually 2 more King Tut heads on the top of this elongated necklace. So you bought it with a big jewelry box on Facebook, and value on this one is about $1,500. Wow. Beautiful. This particular piece dates anytime between 1940 and 1965. So before you're born, right? That's a beautiful piece. But I will say that if you look here at the pendant portion, which is called a lavalier when it falls like that, this pendant portion, there are little tiny pieces of fishing wire which are holding together these beads, which are extra, right, to make it enhanced. I think it's a beautiful piece. For 50 bucks, it's worth 120. It is, in fact, dyed, and it is, in fact, ivory. Now, ivory will deteriorate to a butterscotch color, would be considered a cameo. It's called bas relief, which is basically where you have not 3-dimensional object, but it's flat on one side, and then the actual image sort of comes out. It's called bas relief, or in relief. And what you have, of course, is the roses here along the bodice, very long hair, and a very typical Roman face. The physiognomy of the face looks like the Southern Europeans. It's 22 karat gold. It's 22 karat gold, very, very malleable, quite soft. Do you remember what you paid in the 70s for? A couple $100? Probably a couple, which would have been a lot of money then for that. Today, this piece is worth, are you ready? About $3,500. Yeah, it's really quite beautiful. It's very rare. You don't usually see them. What's it made of? Jade. Is it nephrite? I don't know. I can't tell. Dr. Lori, what do I do? Are you watching the YouTube channel? Please. I'm on front of that camera all the time so I can teach you people what to look for. This is nephrite. Beautiful, high quality jade. It has a consistent color. It has a consistent texture. This one has been carved. It's very hard to carve jade. You can't just get out your butter knife and start carving jade. You got it, it's very difficult. Jade has to carve jade. So in 1945 or 46, when your granddaddy got this piece was already 50 years old, okay? Dates to about 1900, right? What do you think it's worth? I have no idea. No idea. A girlfriend, I have a friend who grew up in Austin. She's my best friend. She's from Texas. She has the boots and the hat and the whole thing. And we are like, night and day. I'm like, get to it. Let's go. Blah, typical New England crabby. And she's so sweet. Girl, you're getting upset over nothing. That guy just took it out of, oh, girl. She's so, you know what she would say? She would say, oh, today I'm feeling lower than a dime in mud. I go, lower than a dime in mud? Does that mean you're depressed? Yes, that means I'm. She has all these quotes and phrases, and she's amazing. How much things worth? You have no idea? 5,000, 10,000, 7,000, 11,000, 4,000. What do you think? Always go with your first instinct. 5 grand. Nice. Now you're gonna wear it? Don't get scared because there's money in the jewelry. Don't get scared. Put it on your finger. She's like, I'm not even giving it to her, I'm wearing it. Sapphires and rubies should sparkle like diamonds. These are serious. And they match my outfit so good. Look how well they match my outfit. You're killing me. I love this. Stephanie's a jewelry addict like many of us. Why? Because I tell you on the YouTube channel, you want to know what you can flip for a great side hustle? Jewelry. Costume or fine jewelry. You can do a very good job. You can get stuff really, really cheap and flip it for a lot. Coin and jewelry store, how much did she pay? 150, and they are sapphires, and they're probably 2.5 total carat weight, right? That's, you know, about 1 1/4 carat in one ear, 1 1/4 carat in another ear, and if it's any less than that, don't even bother. Make sure, if you're getting, you know, gemstones, you gotta have a carat in each ear at least. Oh my God, Dr. Lori, a carat in each ear? Yeah, a carat in each ear. If you're gonna do it big. Go big, go home. You're in Texas, you know, it's bigger in Texas, you know. These particular pieces are set in 14 karat yellow gold, and I would say retail value on this set, about $1,250 for the pair. That's great. That's great. Sunshine and shadow. If you all see it, this is the sunshine and shadow. And of course, these different printed textiles, and there's no particular odor. If you can smell it, you can't sell it. Okay? We don't want odors, particularly in books. Oh, I'm just going to put this box of books in a tub downstairs in the basement. No, you're not. Because it's going to, basically, that moldy smell is going to get into those books. You'll never get it out. This is a very nice quilt. I don't see any damage. And let me tell you, if there were, I'd find it. So, beautiful condition. Where do you keep it? Is it on a bed? Is it in a closet? Is it folded up? Where do you keep it? Folded up in a closet on a shelf? Sure? You're not really sure? Have you ever seen it before? Did your wife just hand this to you today in the car? You're bringing this to Dr. Lori. It's in very good condition, and it's extremely, extremely well done. That means it's hand quilted, hand sewn, hand stitched, hand pieced. And you want all of those things. It's worth $1,250. It's beautiful. Volume 1 of basically, looks like Great Men and Famous Women, History of the World. And it's got a couple of things, details that I want you to look for with books. Strong spine, right? I want you to look for the gilding. That's expensive. This book dates to 1894. There's a copyright date right in one of the inter-frontis pages. And then when you open it up, I don't want you to crack the spine. I don't want you to put it down and crack it open. Don't do that with books. Nice condition. And you have these nice illustrations inside at intervals. These little pages of Japan paper were very popular in the early 20th century, late 19th, early 20th century, here to protect the image and make sure the image doesn't bleed on into the text. How many volumes do you have? You have all 8 volumes? All 8 volumes, $500 for all 8 volumes. I'm packing up the chairs. That's right, we had a lot of fun. More to come.